and she'd made the most beautiful wedding gown with spit and toilet paper. Great artists will make great work on whatever they're given. Me personally, to record everything dry and then put a bunch of plugins on them, that would make me crazy because you've made no decisions.
This episode is being supported by Tape It. If you currently use voice notes to record your ideas, you should try Tape It instead. And are you mostly using hardware when you're creating all these sounds?
Oh, yeah, with the exception of one track that I pulled up, which looks like an Arturia Lab 5. These are all old synths. And I don't mean that in a totally snob way, but just simply that the edict for the record was like, move electricity around, move air through a room. So with rare exception, with things like where I labeled it fake piano, it's real, it's tactile, it's touched, it's played. I bought a Neve console to make this record. And I mean, it's not, it's 18 channels. It's not like gonna take up a whole room, but I find the process of working on a console instead of like a laptop, I just find it, because like I fucking answer emails on this, you know what I mean? If it's a console, if it's tactile, to me, just my brain makes the leap that it's real. And with plugins, I think sometimes, and this is, I'm not a like, you're not going on tape. Okay. I swear to God, I'm not that asshole. I'm not stroking my neck beard. Creative people will use whatever tools they have at their disposal to make cool shit. I firmly believe that. Me personally, I like drum machines. I like oscillators that I can mess with. I find that sometimes if I'm working with plugins, you can sometimes hear with your eyes and instead of with your ears. And that's not, that cool to me.
If you, like so many of our guests, use voice notes to capture your ideas, you will love Tape It. It's the iPhone recording app designed specifically for musicians and songwriters. With Tape It, you can record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, and even include photos of settings. Plus, there's cloud sync, you can import your old voice notes, and to stay on top of it all, Tape It has great labeling features like automatic instrument detection. And all of the above is free. If you currently use voice notes, switching to Tape It is a no-brainer. And there's more. If you upgrade to Tape It Pro, it uses 2 microphones on your iPhone along with gentler dynamic compression to give a much more natural sound than any of the usual apps. And we have a huge offer for you. 50% off Tape It Pro if you upgrade now. Just go to the app and use the promo code TAPENOTES or click the link in the description below.
And I like committing things to tape, not to literal tape, sorry. But I like committing the sounds because instead of building a house on sand, you're building a house on a firm foundation of an idea. I don't. It would make me too crazy, I think, with unopened, unexplored possibilities to record everything dry and then put a bunch of plugins on them. That would make me crazy because you've made no decisions. That's my approach to things, just because that's how my brain works and that's what it is. I don't begrudge anybody else's process, because I think, like I said, great artists will make great work on whatever they're given. I always go back to like being in an outsider, I guess if that's an okay term to use, outsider art gallery in Switzerland, and seeing that this woman who had been in a mental institution had made the most beautiful, she'd always wanted to get married, and she'd made the most beautiful wedding gown with spit and toilet paper, because that was all that she had at her disposal. And she made the most beautiful wedding gown you've ever seen. So not a snob here in terms of creation, but I personally prefer to kind of make big sonic decisions and stick with them so that you can actually build upon something.